Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm taking a really brief look at the new War Thunder American tanks in the game. So the first things I'd like to point out is the machine guns are really cool. I like being able to just mow down stuff that's in front of the tank. I think that World of Tanks and any other game should probably implement something like this, because I think it's really cool. It adds some atmosphere to the game, and it lets you shoot at the airplanes, and it does actually work. You can actually hit the airplanes. The next big game mechanic thing that they added was the tow hook thing, and it's kind of half-assed and doesn't work very well. So they're probably going to have to do some changes to how it works, because it's really hard to try and actually get the tow hook to actually kick out, and then you don't know if you actually have to have someone actually call for one, and it's just kind of doesn't work very well. So tow hook, I would have to say Gaijin fail, and with machine guns, Gaijin win. And yes, took out the Panzer, but then watch this. It's just going to be like that scene in RoboCop where you're just like getting hammered. Officer Murphy's about to go down. Dead. So you can shoot machine guns at tanks, but they don't really do much. They'll shoot, if you shoot them at an anti-aircraft tank, then you'll probably damage them. But other than that, they're mostly just used for shooting at airplanes and to knock down, like you can mow down trees. So if you have a big clump of trees like right in front of you, kind of imagine that scene in Predator where they dump like tons and tons of magazines into the forest to clear down. Yeah, and never mind. You can just mow down trees with machine guns, and it's pretty cool. So here I am in the M2A4. It is the reserve tier 1 American light tank, which is actually a pretty decent little tank. The caveats with this thing is that it doesn't stop and it doesn't turn. So you've really got to watch out, especially when it's bone stock and your crew's really bad, like all of my American crews are, because I don't fly the airplanes. They're not good at anything, especially anything to do with tanks. So you've really got to watch out for that. And because I've driven into the river, and I've driven into a house, and War Thunder is still plagued by stupidity things, like you can bump into a tank trap and, oh, there goes your transmission, or, oh, it knocked out my drive, or that sort of stuff still exists in this game, and it's unfortunate, and I don't see them fixing it. It's kind of like they think it's good. This stuff here, you can run into it, and if you're not moving fast enough and your vehicle isn't weigh enough, it won't break. So you got to keep that in mind. These tanks are really light. They're not very heavy. And this is where the braking system and the turning, I overestimated how much I could turn and fell into the channel. Yeah. So that's one of the newer maps there. It's a city map in the central-ish part of the city of the map. And this is another scene where I get shot up a million times by 10,000 tanks. Someone drops an artillery strike in, I'm getting shot, I'm using my fire extinguishers, I've got 3 tanks shooting at me. It was good times. And this is kind of what plagues the lower tier reserve tanks in this game. You can just get shot 1,000 times and not die, and then shoot the enemy tanks 1,000 times and not die. It does get a little bit better once you get the upgraded ammo, but at the end of the day, it still is kind of the same. All right, 1.45, go out and play it. Thanks for watching.